Motley Crue.
Hey, we're Motley Crue, the rudest, crudest, and usually the nudist rock and roll band.
What more could we possibly add? 3 hit albums, plenty of headlines, and endless stories about life in the raunchiest of rock and roll bands have made the words Motley Crue synonymous with, well, Motley Crue. Bassist Nikki Sixx founded the band, and he still calls most of the shots. But he let us know that there's room for everybody to join in the fun.
When the band started in 1980 and 81, I wrote mostly all the music, and now it's like gotten to the point where we really all contribute because we're all 4 together all the time. It comes across in the music.
Over the last couple of years, the Crue haven't just been making records. They've been making headlines. In late 1984, vocalist Vince Neil was at the wheel of a car that crashed, killing Hanoi Rocks drummer Razzle. Vince was convicted of manslaughter and driving while intoxicated. This past summer, he spent 30 days behind bars. This spring, drummer Tommy Lee made happier headlines when he married actress Heather Locklear. Nikki Sixx figures any band that makes the news probably makes the charts, too.
We are a rock and roll band. You know, it's not classical music, it's not pop music, it's not bubblegum music. We are a rock and roll band. And we do get in trouble, you know, now and then. Everyone's gotten in trouble. But the bottom line is we want to have a whole lot of fun.
With Home Sweet Home and stuff like that, I think, you know, we just did that to just say we've done that. Now we're gonna go back and just beat on the serious rock for a while.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of music on the Theater Pain album. I mean, there's like blues, there's the slow songs, and there's kind of stuff. We're just kind of getting back into the more guitar-oriented stuff. Like the first album, raw.
Yeah, much raw.
More street.
Right now, the Crue are in Los Angeles working on their 4th album. We'll get to hear it early next year. But until then, we can tell you the title. All you have to do is think of 3 words very close to Crue's heart. Girls, girls, girls.
We got girls, girls, girls from strip clubs, because we hit most of the strip clubs around the country. So, I went ahead and put the tattoo on my arm. So now, because I really like the name, so I figured if I put the tattoo on, there's no way they could change the title. So now we're kind of stuck with it. Our main objective is to get bigger and badder and ruder and sleazier than anybody else that even stepped on a stage or even thought of being on a stage.
There's 2 things the Crue have a lot of, and that's big hair and makeup, certainly. And one day I would like to see them dressed as snappily as this. A heavy metal band dressed as yuppies. It'd be great. It was like, you remember Mahavishnu Orchestra going back a ways? Here was John McLaughlin and the rest of them, short hair. They didn't look like the hippies at the time at all. It was great. Next half hour, we'll take an in-depth look at heavy metal's long legacy of hairspray and painted faces. And now, starting tonight, something interesting is happening, very interesting. We're going to kick off Blue Thursday, our 24-hour marathon of videos that you made for Madonna's